Hey, good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Collin Rogers here, and I wish I had some better news for you. Maybe some people like it getting darker over time, but that's what's going to be happening over the course of the next several weeks as we get closer and closer to the autumn equinox, the fall equinox. We're going to be dealing with those shorter days. We're losing light very quickly in the morning and in the evening, but I feel like people really notice those sunsets getting earlier and earlier. Obviously, we're far away from our last 9 o'clock sunset. And in fact, today, this evening, is Kalamazoo's last 8 o'clock sunset until 2026. I'll show you the next time we'll have a sunset after 8 this evening, but it's going to be a while. So, of course, you know, I'm a big fall fan, but the one thing that kind of is just depressing is that losing light. I will say, at least it'll still be sunny outside by the time most people leave work if you have a traditional work day. So that's the good news. We still have a few months before we deal with those sunsets that are occurring before the dinner time hour. But right now, I put up a live view of Kalamazoo because let's soak up the sunshine while we have it. We'll have some nice weather this week, lots of sunshine to enjoy. And we still have those sunsets. Tonight's the last 8 p.m. sunset, but we'll still have them around 7:59, 7:57. And so still a later sunset than what we're used to, of course, during the late fall and the winter months. But let's go ahead and show you how much light we're going to be losing during the month of September. Of course, September's already started, but from September 1st until September 30th, this is how much light we're going to be losing across the United States. You'll notice a less dramatic effect for areas further to the south. So South Florida only losing about 40 minutes of light during the month of September, but they're losing 90 minutes of daylight for the northern states. So states like Washington, states like Montana, North Dakota, northern Minnesota, and the UP of Michigan will be losing 90 to 100 minutes of daylight between the month of September. So from September 1st until September 30th, pretty crazy to think about. And we lose the most daylight during the month of September than any other month in the year. So September is always when we see that fastest rate of losing daylight. And that's, of course, because the fall equinox happens during the month of September. So most of us here in Michigan, including all of West Michigan, we're losing between 80 and 90 minutes of daylight during the month of September. So in terms of breaking it down by day, we're losing about 2.5 to 3 minutes of daylight each and every day throughout the month of September. And I will say that comes in the morning and in the evening. So our sunsets, we're not losing 3 minutes each day between a sunset, but we're seeing those sunrises come up a minute or a minute and a half later, and we're seeing those sunsets occur about a minute and a half earlier each and every day during the month of September. So just kind of a interesting fact to think of when you look at that map there. But September, that's when we lose the light the quickest than any other month during the year. So this is specifically looking at Kalamazoo. Today, you can see our last 8 o'clock sunset. Next week, a week from today, 7:49, 7:36, 2 weeks from today, and 7:24, 3 weeks from today, which happens to be the last day of September. So after that, you know, those sunsets will continue to get earlier and earlier. The most dramatic time that we're going to see those sunsets get earlier, of course, comes when daylight saving time ends. And that year, or this year, rather, that day is on November 2nd. That's when daylight saving time comes to an end. We fall back, the clocks fall back 1 hour, and that's when we'll see a sunset occur at 5:33 in the evening in Kalamazoo. So pretty sobering fact. That's when we're going to be dealing with those sunsets occurring before most people are having dinner. You know, the next time we'll have a sunset earlier than 8 p.m., or sorry, yeah, sunsets, the next time we'll have a sunset later than 8 p.m. won't be until March 25th. So it's going to be pretty crazy. You know, we happen to see this every single year, but you kind of just don't think about it. So in 2 months from now, that sunset will be occurring around 5:30 in the evening, even a little sooner than that. So, you know, if we were 2 months from now, we would be looking at the sun going down in a little over 2 hours or so. Jesse, good afternoon to you. Thanks for tuning in. So just wanted to chime in and share those stats with you guys. Enjoy the days we have now. Although we're not dealing with the extremely long days we see during the summer months, at least that sunset is still long enough for you to get off work, most people to get off work, and enjoy it during the evening hours. Once November 2nd hits, though, that's when we're in the long stretch of those darker evenings, getting off of work, eating dinner in the dark. So enjoy the days we have now. We'll see plenty of sunshine over the course of the next week or so. It's not until the weekend that we throw in the chance for some showers, some more clouds around as well. Amanda, hello to you. Thanks for tuning in. I'll have a full breakdown of the details about the sunset coming up on News Channel 3 at 5:30. So make sure to tune in then. And Brooks Osborne saying, make summer great. I think that's supposed to say again. You want summer back again. Unfortunately, we got to get through fall. We have to get through winter, and we have to get through spring. It is technically still summer, though. You know, we have until, what is it? We have until September 21st, I think, is the fall equinox. So we have some more time. But I tell you what, fall is quickly approaching, and that's when we're really going to lose daylight pretty quickly. September 22nd is when the first day of fall occurs, which is less than 2 weeks away, believe it or not. It's 2 Mondays from now. So make sure to tune in, News Channel 3, live at 5:30. I'll have the full report for you. For now, hopefully you all have a great Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, and I will see you on News Channel 3, live at 5:30. Bye, everyone.